What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, as you see, I safely made it back to Houston, and I'm going to show you something. We're going to come in hot. First video back, we coming in hot on it. You see this man right here? This hillbilly Jim looking piece of crap. His name is Jordan Bogus. This guy's from Newton County, Missouri. Ransby, Missouri is the town, I think. 28 years old. Think he would know better. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy bear hugged his girlfriend's or his fiancée. They about to get married. 9-month-old baby, and squeezed them so hard that he sustained serious head injuries and will never be the same. And the reason why he did this is perplexing. Take a look at this and we'll be right back. This is one of the strangest cases of child abuse I've ever seen. Look.
9-month-old Southwest Missouri boy is fighting for his life tonight in a Kansas City hospital. His condition is critical. Now, investigators are accusing this man, the mother's fiance, of child abuse. Charmel Odell spoke with family members who say they want justice. Charmel.
The infant has battled for his life in the hospital for the last 2 weeks. Jordan Bogus confessed to throwing the child in the air, but told investigators he didn't catch him because of sweaty hands. Now family members are hoping for a miracle.
He is not able to speak, so we will speak for him.
On September 14th, 9-month-old Waylon woke up as a healthy-looking baby. But just a day later, he found himself in the hospital looking like this.
They got to Freeman Hospital in Joplin, and that's when it was notified that this is not an aspiration and choking kind of situation. He had some bruising on his head that alerted them that this was a childhood abuse case.
A court document states that the infant's mom placed the child in a baby jumper before going to use the bathroom. 9-month-old Waylon threw up and began to cry. This is when deputies say 28-year-old Jordan Bogus picked the child up and tossed him into the air, but he failed to catch the baby on the second toss. Bogus admitted to investigators that he then bear hugged the infant until he quit screaming.
As a mom, if my child is throwing up, I'm not going to pick him up and toss him up in the air thinking that that's going to help out in any scenario.
Court documents say Bogus claimed his hands were sweaty, causing him to drop the child. But doctors told investigators the 9-month-old suffers from abusive head trauma.
They said baby Waylon will not be the same baby if he makes it. He'll be wheelchair bound. He will not be able to talk. He will not be able to feed himself.
It's hard. I'm lost for words. As a parent, our job is to protect our children and be there. This is the hardest fight that I've ever had to do.
Whenever you walk into his room, it's just machine after machine. There's IV pumps everywhere. There's a nurse in the room at all times. It's very gut-wrenching walking in and seeing a child literally have to fight for their life.
Sticking by the infant's side, family members are coming together to bring awareness to child abuse.
These are children, and they deserve to live normal, happy, carefree lives, not having to worry about being scared of who they're with. And unfortunately, he was not able to do that.
Now, Bogus is being held without bail. He's scheduled for a bail reduction hearing for Tuesday. We did reach out to his public defender and have not heard back. In the newsroom, I'm Charmel Odell. Rob?
Charmel, thanks.
That's unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't never seen no shit like that. See, I'm gonna tell you something. There are people out here that don't have kids, and he has to not have children, or has children that are older that he wasn't around when they was babies. Who does that? You knew let's go from the beginning. Story goes Little Waylon, and I got the before and after picture up here to show you. In fact, we'll talk about that. I want to go a lot of different directions with this. First thing is first, right? This kid wasn't his, right? The woman was in the house. All she did was get up and take a bathroom break. You mean to tell me she can't do that in peace and leave you with a 9-year-old that's crying because something was wrong with the baby anyway, and this type of stuff happens? The baby threw up and was crying, 9 months old. And this is what happens. I told you a long time ago, there are a lot of people that need to see the flowers, be made to face the flowers. And this dude right here is one of them. I want you to look at that baby. Look at him. Look at that baby. Can you imagine being a parent and coming in and seeing your baby hooked up to all of that brain scan stuff and all of that other stuff when all you did was go and take a piss in a bathroom and leave him with a responsible adult that you was going to marry? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Now they gave him no bond. He need to have no breath. Ain't no damn way. Then you say, I threw the baby up in the air. I don't know why you did that when the motherfucker was already queasy and sick and throwing up on himself. I threw him up in the air. I had sweaty hands. You had sweaty hands before you picked that little boy up and threw him in the motherfucking air. See the dumb shit? Listen, you ever notice people that abuse children, when they explain what they did or why they did it, they sound like children themselves. This is why I tell you, if you have children and the children are not the other person's, you better make damn sure that this is the right person for you and the child. And a responsible person, especially as a man. A man did that. This guy here, he did that shit. Why'd you throw up in the air? I don't know. Then when the baby came down, because it said his hands were sweaty. So did you drop the baby? Either way, he squeezed the baby hard as hell to get the baby to get quiet because she would have knew something was wrong when the baby got hurt. For all I know, he said his hands were sweaty. He dropped the baby, baby fell, hurt himself. He squeezed the baby to shut the baby up. You see how big this motherfucker is? He squeezed the baby so hard. Now I'm gonna tell you something, when you squeeze an infant, a lot of you guys can go look this up. You squeeze an infant hard enough, it's like a balloon with air in it, and you squeeze it and the air goes everything. Instead of the air doing that, that's the blood. It could have pushed blood up in his brain so bad that it could have caused massive head trauma. This is one of the sickest things why is this motherfucker even living? Why? See, I'm gonna tell you something. I shit on the justice system a lot, right? This is a perfect example. This is beyond common sense, beyond human comprehension, and beyond reality. So he need to be beyond life. This type of shit is fucked up. That woman loved you. She trusted you, thought you was a good mate for her and a good, responsible stepdad for a child you just squeezed the fucking death. Make it make sense. You can't. You can't. That is horrifying to see a baby like that. Said he'll be wheelchair bound, never be the same. He never experienced nothing. His little first kindergarten or preschool graduation walk, running around and playing with friends as he learns to socialize as a young human being. This man took all that from him. Why? See, the mom said it's gut wrenching seeing my baby like that when the last time I seen my child, I was just taking a fucking piss. I was supposed to do this when I left. I saw this story when I left. I was on the road heading to Memphis. Soon I came back, it been on my mind. I said, I have to do this as soon as I get home. There are people out here that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And there are other people out there that don't care about your kid or understanding how to be around children and watch what you do with your child to where they can correctly bond with said child. This is a perfect example. This dude is a major league fucktard, and he need every family member that's out there. And where's this at? Gransby, Missouri, that's up there crying and hurt. And as you seen the men that wheel a foot up his goddamn ass all the way from where he's at to his grave. There's no excuse for this type of behavior. It's not. I expect an adult to be an adult, and I definitely expect a man to be a motherfucking man. That's hurt for that child. Never got a chance to experience anything that little boys get growing up, highs and lows, and make his way in life. How you think it feel now? This mother, who's a new mother, will probably have to take care of this child whose mental state will not go past a certain amount for the rest of her life. She'll never see him advance. She'll never see, hey, everything I put into him, I see him go out into the world and make it better. Now the child has to be taking care of the mother for the rest of her life. And the family member. I mean, the families. Man, my heart go out to these people. This is BS. BS. All he can say is, I'm sorry. I told you there are some things sorry don't fix. And this is one of them. This guy, Andrew Bogus or Jordan Bogus, get him the fuck out of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I told you before, the dumb get dumber and the rich get richer. I'm out.